Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. This is the Franklin half from 1961 from the United States of America. We see one on the back here, so this is what the back looks like, these two bookends here. This is a Denver reverse here, and you can see the D up there. This one up here has nothing over the top of it, so that's a Philadelphia reverse, but you can see how shiny this one is, and that means that it's a proof coin from Philadelphia. So at Philadelphia, they made the regular circulating coins, and they made the proof coins. No San Francisco Mint coins were made in 1961. The last one of them was this one right here, and you can see the S on the top of this one, not a great S, kind of a really fat topped S. And if we flip it over, you'll see 1954. They didn't make any S Franklin halves after 1954. In fact, the San Francisco Mint didn't make any coins again until 1967 or 1968. So don't look for the San Francisco versions of this $50. Let's take a look at the front of it. And this is Ben Franklin here, facing to the right. It says Liberty above his head. In God We Trust below him, 1961 here. We tip it up on its edge and we see that it's a silver coin. 90% silver, 10% copper. These coins are worth over $10 just in silver value alone. If we look at the back, we see it says United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, $50 here. There's an eagle here. And then when you want to find out what the value of these coins is, you look at these lines that go across here and see whether you have full bell lines going across. This one certainly doesn't, but it's still going to be worth almost $20. You see that it has the Liberty Bell from Philadelphia on it, and this, of course, this is from the Philadelphia Mint. At Philly in 1961, they made $8.3 million. The auction record for one of these is $18,000, and currently the highest rated Philadelphia coin at PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, is graded at an MS67, and it's worth $12,000. There's 5 of them that they found. At the Denver Mint, with a D on the back, they made about 2.5 times as many. They made $20.3 million at the Denver Mint. For Mint State 65 at Denver, it's worth $475, but for Mint State 69, they've found 2 of them, and those are worth $17,500. Now, one of the things that comes on these coins sometimes is what they call the Bugs Bunny version of this $50. And what happens is you get this little bubble in here, and this isn't a great one because it's so worn, but you get a little bubble. It almost looks like a tooth sticking out from Bugs Bunny. If you get the Philadelphia version of the Bugs Bunny, it can be worth as much as $7,500. And what you'll do is you magnify it way up and see if you can see a little bubble here. But you're also going to have to make sure you can see all the bell lines and everything on it if you're going to get up into the $7,000 range. And of course, this one has no bell lines on it. So again, still worth almost $20. And then finally, this is, you can tell just by looking at it, that this is a proof coin. Now, there's different kinds of proof coins, and I'm going to show you one that's on eBay that's a cameo proof coin, but this particular one is not a cameo. It's just a straight proof, very good quality here. And if we look at the lines here, we see the lines going across here, lines going across there. Not great bell lines, but they are full bell lines. But because this is a proof coin, that's not where the money is. Tip this one up, and you see it's just shiny, just a beautiful coin. Same thing, 90% silver, 10% copper. We get to the front, and we can actually see the initials pop right off here. JRS for John R. Sinek, who engraved this coin. And we look here, and we just see Franklin. Just incredibly nice colors that come off of here when you tip it one way or the other. So a proof coin, they made 3 million of them. If you can get the deep cameo proof, it could be worth as much as $40,000. The auction record is $40,800 from 2018. Right now, if you get the proof 65 of the cameo, it's worth $150. The proof 69, they found 3 of them. PCGS grades those at about $27,000. Now, there's also a double die reverse, and that's the one from eBay. And on that one, the auction record is $2,000, but that specialty coin with a deep cameo could be worth, they're asking $20,000, but it probably is worth well over $15,000. So here's one from eBay. You can see over here it's a 1961 50-cent half-dollar Franklin. It's the double die version, which means it has some doubling on the lettering. PCGS has graded this at a Proof 65 Cameo Plus CAC. And so if we look at it, we see that this is the PCGS packaging. Just really, really nice. And if we look here, this is from a certain collection, the Young Dakota collection. And if we go over here, we can actually magnify it up, and you can see just how nice it is. And you can see the difference between this one. See how the coloring is actually different on Franklin? That's what they mean by cameo. It's not a flat silver all the way through. It actually has a much different finish on it. And you can see that it's just really, really sweet. If we go to the next one, you can actually go to the back of it and see the same thing. And when you look at this one, you can really see the lines down there on for the full bell lines. And then if you take the light off a cameo, it can look like this. And that is just so magnificent for this. Now, what are they charging for it, or what do they think it's worth? About $21,000 on to buy it now. They have a bunch of literature on it and talking about the last time it was sold for about $14,000. So this is a really special one. You don't often see these. eBay sells them and tries to see what they can get. And this one is from Legend Numismatics, who is a reputable agency. But this is just a really, really highly valued coin and a high price coin. Let's take a look at the cameo back on it. And that is just so fine when you look at it in the cameo version. All right, well, let's get back to our coins. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. There's our proof. Here's our Philly regular. And here is our Denver regular half-dollar from 1961. They only made them for 2 years after this. They made them until 1963 and had planned on keeping making them. But in 1963, President Kennedy was assassinated, and they came out in 1964 with a Kennedy half-dollar. So the Franklin half only lasted from 1948 till 1963, or 16 years that it came out. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.